To Luciano Zaccara, who's an associate professor in Gulf politics at Qatar University, and he joins us now live from Doha. Quick question to you then, opening gambit. What's been your reaction to all of this today?
Well, first of all, at the beginning it was a good news, but very, very quickly we heard that Israel was not happy with their reply, saying that this is not what we agreed, and that at the end of the day, the good news lasted only half an hour. What the impression I have is that Israel was trying to gain time to organize the operation in Rafah, and they did not expect Hamas to accept the deal. Therefore, they could blame Hamas for not accepting the deal. However, this happened, so Israel is not in a very good position. Moreover, considering that there are people inside the Israeli government that they were never happy with the deal, that they were members of the World Cabinet and the cabinet that they were pushing for the operation to take place and to reach any deal. And Netanyahu was trying to balance the protests in the streets, asking for a deal to liberate the hostages, and the far right allies that they never wanted this deal. It seems that Netanyahu sided with the right wing. Some people claim that it was always his intention. I tend to believe the same, that Netanyahu never had the intention to reach a deal with Hamas, and that all this was just to gain time. This leaves the United States in a very bad position, mainly considering what Biden and Blinken said, that it was a very generous offer that Hamas needed to accept. They accepted. The press conference by Kirby 1 hour ago was really painful to hear, without being able to provide any detail about what Hamas accepted, because they didn't want to ruin everything. And after half an hour, Israel said the cabinet met and they said that they will not accept this and that they keep negotiating. So it seems that Israel keep saying that they want to delay the negotiations. They are not abandoning the negotiations, but at this point, it's very difficult to see when or if Israel will make a counter offer, considering that they already did the counter offer and it was accepted, to see if these details that they said that they are not clear are accepted by Hamas. But I doubt it that this is going to be the case.
Now, Luciano, you said there that this was a generous offer by Hamas, or was it really a gain by Hamas to simply catch Israel off guard and to have a better bargaining position than they do?
Probably yes. Probably Hamas made an interesting move to throw the ball to Israel. It's okay. These are not the conditions we want. These are not the conditions that they are favorable to us. And we know that the operation will take place regardless, because Israel keeps saying, and Netanyahu keeps saying, that the operation will take place with or without a deal. So let's put Israel in the situation that they need to say, or they need to implement the deal that they offer. So I think this way, considering that the protests are increasing both in Israel and the United States and worldwide, Hamas is gaining more support in terms of considering which side is the one that it doesn't want to the ceasefire. I think this is to some extent is an intelligent move. Of course, they will not recover the life of people that they died until now, and they will not stop the massacre that Gaza is living, because the operations keep having place. I mean, now they are just announcing that they have been like 50 different attacks around Rafah. So the military operations never stop, even though cabinet was discussing closed door the Hamas offer.
Now, Luciano, given that you are a professor of Gulf politics at Qatar University, let me ask you then, what pressure can the mediators put now? What can they do next, now that we've had this agreement essentially rejected or still being looked at by Israel?
Well, the whole week we were discussing around about what was at the table of negotiation, if normalization with Saudi Arabia, even normalization with other Arab states, including Qatar, as a way to push Israel to reach an agreement. It seems that nothing of that worked, at least on the Israeli side. And however, despite all the criticism that Qatar was facing, and even though Qatar, the foreign minister, expressed his frustration for the lack of improvement in the deal, blaming both Hamas and Israel. This way, both Qatar and Egypt shows that, okay, the pressure that they exerted on Hamas worked, at least, and they were able to accept something that they were not 100% happy, but in order to move forward for a ceasefire, they did. Now, again, maybe it's not on the side of Qatar and Egypt to pressure Israel, it's on the side of the United States. Maybe the mediators, what they can do is to discuss with the United States how the United States can pressure Israel to accept that. As we said before, Blinken and Biden said that this was a very generous offer. They accepted that. So now it's Blinken, Kirby, Biden that needs to call Netanyahu to say, what are you doing? Why you are not accepting? Why you keep delaying a ceasefire when you already got what you wanted? I think the only thing the negotiators can do in Cairo and Doha is to push the United States, because it seems that Netanyahu doesn't want to negotiate.
Okay, Luciano Zaccara, we'll leave it there, but thank you for joining us on the program.